Hello and welcome back to Talking Fitchburg. Jeremy, that was a fine-looking craft that you created there in the digest. So I don't know what you're talking about. I think your skills have definitely improved since that weird cutting thing that you made happen last time.
All I have to say is that at the third craft that we did, which you'll see on Monday during the Halloween episode, things got, she's like, oh, this is going to be really easy. And I'm like, every time you say it's really easy, I always screw up. So, yeah,
Well,
there you go.
Cannot wait for that. So make sure to join us on Monday. But now, what we've all been waiting for, I'm joined by Sarah Folkers from the Fitchburg Senior Center. You are one of our social workers
Yes, I
down
am.
there, and I'm pleased to have you on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. You're
Go,
welcome
Sarah.
anytime.
Thanks for having me, Jeremy.
Hey, I'm glad you're here.
Jeremy.
Off camera.
Still off camera.
He's over there. Anyways, back to the important matters at hand. Sarah, you're here, and I mean, as the popular show says, winter's coming. So, what are we talking about? Winter preparedness.
So, yes, winter preparedness is good for anybody of any age to be thinking about. We don't want to be thinking about winter coming, but it's going to be here soon. So, there are some more specific things to think about for older adults.
Okay.
Older adults are more susceptible to hypothermia. So dressing warmly, dressing in loose layers, mittens, hats, scarves, those kinds of things that we all should be wearing outside. But when you're a little more susceptible to hypothermia, it's more important to be thinking about dressing for the weather. Don't run out to your mailbox just to get the mail in your pajamas.
Right. Yeah, bundle up.
Bundle up. Exactly. And also, you may not think about it, but good nutrition also helps with hypothermia. Feeding your body good nutrition, having a warm, hot cup of coffee or warm foods help to bring your body temperature up as well.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah, it
I
does
love
make
coffee,
sense.
by the way, so I'm going to be set
Good.
in there.
Perfect.
Everyone drink your coffee in the
Or
morning.
hot chocolate or tea,
Ooh.
anything like that. Obviously, you know, when it's wintertime in Wisconsin, there's a lot of ice.
Yes, there is a lot of that, unfortunately.
So in Wisconsin, it has a very high rate of falling during the winter.
Sure.
I'm not sure where we are in the rankings, but we're pretty high up there. So just being really careful when you're walking outside. You may not be able to even see the ice.
Sure, yeah.
You know, and when you're driving too. Same goes for when you're driving on the ice, driving in the wintertime and walking, you know, just if you have salt that you can put on your driveway or your walkway, especially close to your mailbox, because going out to get your mail in the wintertime can be pretty tricky sometimes.
Yeah.
So just putting the salt around where you're walking can help, and wearing shoes that are sturdy, that have good traction. Even, you know, some people have I don't know what they're called, yak tracks or something that you can put over the bottom of your shoes
to make it more grip.
Exactly.
We have them on the ambulance. I can say that the yak tracks, they are awesome. You just slip them on your shoes and away you go. It's easy.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, and then kind of another, as far as like your electric service, electricity, that type of thing, people can call their electric company, so whether it's MG&E or Alliant Energy, and ask about having sort of not necessarily a payment plan, but kind of leveling out their bills for the winter time.
Sure.
Because when you're running your heat, obviously your heating bill is going to be higher.
Right.
So maybe trying to find some sort of way to pay the same every month. It's not going to cost you less, but it'll just kind of even out.
Spreads it out throughout the year.
Even out. I know MG&E, will do that for people. And along the same lines, there is something called energy assistance, and that's something that you have to qualify for financially. So for one person, the income is $6,544 for 3 months.
Okay.
So they look at your income for the previous 3 months.
Okay.
So if you're a one-person household and in $6,544 for the previous 3 months, you might qualify to have. It's sort of like a subsidy towards your electric bill.
Sure. Yeah.
So if you qualified for something, the energy services would send that directly to MG&E or whoever your electric service provider
awesome.
is. So that helps out a little bit
Yeah.
during the winter months. If you're a two-person household, it's $8,557.
Okay.
And again, it's for the 3 months prior.
Sure.
You have to call to make an appointment. The number is 1-800-506-5596. And that's Energy Services, and they're right here in Madison.
Awesome.
We happen to be having some appointments with Energy Services here at the Fitchburg Senior Center.
Oh, perfect.
And that's on Tuesday, November 15th. So people can call that number again. Sorry, I didn't give it to you prior, so
Hey,
you don't
no,
have a
that-
graphic. But it's 1-800-506-5596. You can call and request if you want to come here for an appointment to the Senior Center. It's November 15th.
Awesome.
They'll tell you all the documentation that you need to bring.
Perfect. If people want to find that information, are they able to, where could they look it up just on their own?
Yep, good question. They can either call the Senior Center,
Okay.
270-4290 is our number. They can go on the City of Fitchburg website and link to the Senior Center, and our newsletter is on there.
Oh,
So it's in the newsletter. If you get the newsletter in the mail or you
Sure.
look at it online, you can find the information in there.
awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Well, those are some good tips
Yes.
for this upcoming and approaching unfortunate winter that
I
we have to
know.
deal with here in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But now you'll be a little bit safer, hopefully, and
Mhm.
make sure that you contact those people about any questions you have with your bill.
All right.
So thanks again to Sarah for joining us,
Thanks
and
for having
stick
me.
with us. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back on Talking Fitchburg.